Hey, campers. Kansas Farm Guy here. On Elk Mountain map. This is my personal game farm. I am located in the same place I am for the farm we started from scratch. And I've showed you this map a couple times. Where I created the fields around my my farm. But I'm going to show you a couple of. I was roaming the map last night, just dinking around. I had this neat little four-wheeler that I have in my garage here, the Dino. It's 14. I think it's 14 grand. Let's go look. Take a look. It's under cars. It is a mod. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, it's the Lizard Dino 4x4 by Schluchus Modding. I hope I pronounced that right, but anyway, 4500. And you can customize it. I just got the base thing in here. Guys, I gotta tell you, this is one. We're gonna do our tour in this little vehicle here. This is one neat little vehicle. It's a tough mudder. So yeah. So you know what? We're not gonna do that because that will take all day. So we will actually, you know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do before we start this. I was going to show you the trail, the start trail, the start point where you start. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so let me zoom out here. So when you first start this map, you start right in here, the very top of a mountain. We're actually going to drive the trail that this is on, because this is one of two ways you can get back. You can do like I did and come down, run down the mountain, and then you run in here, but then you run into the fact that there's no bridge here. And we'll cover this little area here in a minute, but yeah, just real quick, we'll run this, and then we'll fly to our other places. All right, so yeah, let me go third-person view so you guys can see this. All right, so it's called the Continental Divide Trail, and as I showed, and I'm sure there's a shortcut to show this map, but I don't know what it is. But where we're at is right here. Now this Bighorn mine is up here. We'll go over that. We'll show that too. The clear cut area, the burn ridge, all areas that you can work. I discovered that Bighorn Lake, you can drive through this in this little Dino about to in here, and then it sinks. It gets deep right on this end of the lake. I had to haul. Yeah, it was a pain. All right, so we're gonna go up this trail. The first part of the trail is coverable by four-wheel drive for a little bit. We're actually going to go to first person so you can see this, and you'll see in a little bit why this little 4x4 vehicle is such a great little vehicle for this particular adventure. I tell you what, this thing goes like up mountain sideways, and I got dizzy with all the times I tumbled end over end and side over side and landed on my feet. So yeah, so this is, like I said, it's a neat little trail. I gotta pay attention to it. I don't know what kind of engine this thing is, but it almost sounds electric. Trail goes over here. Little observation point, I guess. I'm not sure. Oh, crapola. Oh, good. Whew. This thing is a rock-crawling beast, man. I'm telling you. You just saw how I had two wheels still up top, and so I was able to stay on the ledge and not get thrown off. I should be following my map over here on the left to make sure I stay close to the trail. Alright, we're getting close to the start point where you spawned in the map your very first time playing this game. Alright, here's where we get into the rough spot. Alright, so this is a neat, like I said, a neat little, I don't know if you call it a dune buggy. Oh. Dune buggy. Slow down. I don't know. I call it a dune buggy. I don't know what else to call it. But it is pretty rugged and tough. It does not survive underwater, though. I learned that lesson. Just to kind of, I'm going to go off trail here just a minute. Just to show you the capabilities of this thing. And the view. Look at that view. Holy crap, did they do a good job with this map. I think we can get to the peak without going over. Look at that. Like, holy crap. Yeah. So they're off in the distance. I'm not even sure which way I'm looking. I think that's the town. Yeah, there's my farm way up over there where my circle cursor is. Alright, well, anyway, we'll get back on that a little bit. This thing's a little wildebeest. Alright, we tipped. Crap. Flip. There we go. So yeah, okay, so here's where you start. When you spawn in to the game, this is your view. You got no clue where you're at until you hit the map. And again, as I said, you know, we're right up here at the top of the peak. So your only choice is to walk down this way. You can continue to follow the trail over where I'm at and then follow the road over, or you can go all the way back up here to the road and walk your way back to town. You can go across this little thing and swim it if you're on foot, but yeah, we'll search this area here. This is one kind of what they call one of the starting farms. Farm 1, just to go over, and Farm 2, Farm 4, Farm 5, and Farm 3 up here. So yeah, those are the in-game farms. There's a couple of buildings on each one of these, and we'll go over them here in a minute as soon as my freaking save game thing quits. But yeah, so that's the start position when you first spawn the map. So we're gonna follow the trail. I gotta be careful here because last night I drove off the mountain. Yeah, I went off that way, which was not the right way. east. I mean, I'm going over some good sized rocks. And there it tipped again. Okay, we landed up right. We're good. There are some rocks you cannot drive over, but hey, that's alright. I gotta remember not to go too fast because I hit these rocks too fast, I flip. But another view. I think I'm still on the trail. Yeah. This is tough. Part here. We're trying to do this out flipping. We're almost to the end. Like I said, this is a tough little freaking booger. Well, if you like rock climbing, this is the way to do it. Of course, you gotta be ready to take the tumbles. Uh-oh. I think we high-sided. Nope. Alright. Alright. Yep. We're good. Maybe. Ah, crap. I don't think we landed right side up. Nope. Damn it. Alright. Alright. There we go. Back in business. This last little bit without tipping, and we are on a little road. Now, just to kind of give you an idea where we're at. So we reached the end of the trail here. We are right here. So we can go left, and it takes us down in here. I did not go in down this last night because it just ends, and there's the big river there. And I know you can't cross this river. So going left takes us up here to the main road, which then you can go up, and it takes you all across the mountains up into the top of the map. Or you can go down here to Route 242. And there's the Wyoming Grain elevator area, which is viable. And then this is a big flat bottom bin on part of Farm 5. So what we're going to do, we're going to teleport ourselves to Farm 5. And we're going to start there. We'll start right here on the road. Well, let's go, we'll drive by the grain elevator here, Western Grain. So this Western Grain, anhydrous, propane. Propane, this is buyable. You can buy this. I haven't looked at the cost or anything, but it is purchasable. Alright, so we're back on Route 242. Going up here towards Farm 5. And this is hard to drive with a freaking keyboard, but someday I'll have a steering wheel. And this is Farm 5 over here to the left. Entrance is right down this little dirt road down here. And I got a little mod, I don't know which one it is, but it puts the realtor signs for sale, EMR, it's an EMR mod. Elk Mountain Ranch mod. the one thing I didn't like about all these starter farms, come on, gate, open up. Manually open the gate. One thing I didn't like about these starter farms is the buildings and the house are all the same. It's the same. Well, pretty close. I think this house is on 2 of the 3 farms, and this building's on 2 of the 3 farms. Have not bought these, but there is room. You can clear this off and put a field in here. This farm does not have any pre-made fields, but there is space out here, plenty of space for fields, and plenty of room out here for fields. You would probably need to do a lot of leveling if you don't like farming on the hillside, but it's got a lot of room. A lot of room. And if we were to buy this, you can see how much space you have. You got all this flat ground right here that you can get. Now this is $333,000 for this, and then you get the big hillside up there, which has got trees and stuff. So you can do some logging up there, and a little bit over across the road, hillside, and some possible logging. But we're out here in the middle, so you can kind of see what this looks like out here. All right, so that's farm 5, back side of the barn. Like I said, I have not bought this or messed with it. I haven't bought any other farms, but my original assessment was that this was not a really good place because there was nothing here. Until I drove around and actually took a look what was on the other side of the hill. There is space there for a decent sized farm. So you'd have to cut your own fields, but that's okay. It's okay. Yeah, and then across the road. We're back over here. Across the road. See, across the road is more space. Back. Farmland. Come on. Map over here. Here we go. Farmland. Why you're being such a pain. So yeah, across the road is this plot of land for $208. So you could buy this, this place first. And you can come over here and put some more fields. I mean, you had room for fields here to get started. You buy this, there's plenty of room over here. And then, there's even more room down in here that you could put fields. So this isn't actually as bad a spot as I thought it was originally. So, yeah, a couple places. You could even put some more farms down here in 31. Get a little hilly over here. But there is more space down here. So you could take this whole side of the map if you wanted and pretty much make it into a farm. So it's not bad at all. You can see my farm here. We'll go over here later, but this is another good space. There isn't much out here. There's nothing here. It's just a big open space out here with the kind of dirt road going through it. The gravel pit is over here, so I mean you could buy these two together. There's farmland here, $215,000 and $204,000. Yeah, let's see. I need to change that. And then of course this place down here, you could put some more farms in here. So this is another good spot. A lot of hills. It's not kind of the rounded area that I have over here in my space or what you got over here. All right, so we're going to jump over here to farm 4. And I'm going to teleport over there because I don't want to have to drive all the way over there. It's kind of a pain, but we'll teleport here on the highway. And this is the feed store. Off here to the left. Purchase feed and seed, and they buy hay. Alright, so for farm 4 right here, cattle guard, the fences. Again, I have not played with any of this, but this has some pre-made fields. Okay. So the driveway comes up here, and as you can see, this is the exact same house as farm 5. Same barn. You come back in here, and you can see the pre-made field out here. And if we look at that on the map, the field we're looking at is just field 35. So this is what you would get with that. Farm 4 is this field. And then field 37 and 36 are available, 82,000 and 55,000. So this, you buy this, yeah, you get 3 good, decent sized fields, but you're stuck. There isn't any other space unless you go across the river. And I suppose you could probably bridge this with some of the bridge mods, you know, and farm up over in here. But we'll get up here in a little bit. But yeah, you buy this farm 4 and you're kind of just stuck here. You can buy the town and I suppose farm some of this outer perimeter stuff. But in 38, you know, you could buy the land, but you're buying the feed store too. You know, the stockyard is over here. We didn't go by that, but so that's farm 4. Those are the only 2 farms on the lower part of the map that are pre-made, farm 5 and farm 4. So, you know, yeah, it's okay, but you got some space, you got some farms, but it limits you, in my opinion. Alright, so going over here to farm 2. Farm 2 is off the road. I'm already there. Alright, and where that is just on the other side of town across the river. So you would get to that by going across the bridge, the big bridge by the river, and going up here to this muddy gap, which is a little build-up area of sorts. I think there's an abandoned barn or something right there, but you follow the road. Now, farm 2 has a lot of possibilities for pre-made farm ground. So farm 2, you bar farm 2, it's only 42,000. So this is a good option to start at. There are no pre-made fields in this initial plot, but you do have space towards the river. You could put a small field in here. But then you got, you know, this little plot here. Each of these are their own plots, 66 and 74. But then they get the big field 5 over here, which is 191,000. Field 7, 6, and 9 you could buy, but farm 3 is over here too. So we'll go over here to that in a minute. But farm 2, so different house. It's one of the in-game houses that you can buy. It's got this shed, and I think the sheds, when you buy the place, the sheds become usable, and the house gains like a sleeping and wardrobe point, like a wardrobe point on the back door. Again, I have not bought these, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, yeah, that is farm 2. So, going over here to farm 3. Farm 3. Farm 3 is just off the main highway, going into town. Yeah, so this is that muddy gap. It's a gas station, and across the bridge takes you right into town. But this is farm 2. Shed, different house, and it's a different barn. It's not the same barn as the other ones. It's got some grain bins in here. This is that standard barn where you can drive in and out of. It's got a hay stack for bales and a grain bin you can put stuff in. So, you know, not much here. But with Farm 3, you can get Farm 9 for fairly cheap. You know, 7, 9. You know, you could spread out the same distance. There's this area up here. You could buy, and you can buy 12, which would have some bottom ground that you could farm, and then of course log all this off. So that is Farm 2. So Farm 5, Farm 4, Farm 2, Farm 3. Excuse me, Farm 2, Farm 3. All right. So what they call Farm 1 is this area up here. And we're going to start right here. And as you drive up to it, this is what you get. The bridge is gone. Now you can put a bridge in here and get yourself across. I can't get across that way, but I did find a way to cross last night, so we're going to go that route. It's on the back side over here. The riverbed. Oh, it's up the hill. That's right. So you can get to it not by any normal vehicle, but it is drivable. With a little four-wheel drive, dude. A little picnic area. With this neat little area up here. So when I walked through here, I wasn't very impressed. And I saw this and not much here. But this is a perfect place for your house and all your buildings. And then just down here, you have a ton of space that you can convert to fields. You could plow all this up and make fields out of it. So yeah, you'd have to use something with a field creator, but my initial assessment was, you know, I didn't even see this down here until I looked at it on the map. But there's land over here that you can put into fields. And then there's that field, this field 1 that's over here. Excuse me. Alongside down here in this river area. And this is that field 1. So, yeah. So it's possible. And it's got this old irrigation. I don't know whether that can be deleted or not. But I haven't played with it. But, you know, it's got some potential for some little bit of farm ground. Of course, you got lots of timber that you could do some logging on. But yeah, you can change this all to fields and have a pretty decent little farm down here in this bottom ground. Oh crap! Yep, I forgot. Well, good thing I got teleport. So yeah. So yeah, those are the kind of areas that you could start farming in if you wanted to. You know, I didn't really assess it that well when I first looked at the map. I looked at you know, Farm 4 and Farm 2 and 3 and 5, and I wasn't really impressed until I actually went out and actually looked at them. So the other place that you can farm land, I mentioned just a little bit ago, is down in here. And this is sort of like where I'm at. kind of rolling hills. There is a ton of space down here that you can put a farm. You know, and have plenty of room to grow. There's just a lot out here. Yeah. All right. Flip. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. All right, there we go. So yeah, you know, a lot of space out here. Now the bad part of it is it's way far away from civilization. So if you want to sell anything, you got a long drive. It's got a little unique kind of rock formation over there, but there's a lot of space out here for, you know, a farm and timber. You know, there's just a lot out here. I can run into a tree like that and going through the brush. But yeah, you know, so I mean, there's potential out here. This is where I plan on expanding my my farm, because you can see my fence line over here. So I plan on expanding out this way. Yep, I did it again. So yeah, here's my fence. My property edge. So that campers, like I said, it's far away from civilization, so you would have to drive all the way down here to get into town to sell anything. But if you don't mind being far away from town, that's a good place to start. So, campers, that's the end of my where to farm tour. And the little bonus of driving the Continental Divide Trail. So, you know, hey, pick your spot and start farming. Kansas Farm Guy, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I will have a new video out sometime soon on my other Elk Mountain farm where I started from scratch, what we've been working on. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.